Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hearthstone deck spotlight. My name is Tommy Wave, and today we'll be taking a look at GriffithHS's Mind Blast Priest, Control Priest, Mind Blast Priest, whatever you want to call it. One of the more dominant decks in the current metagame. A deck that wasn't hit by the most recent wave of nerfs either. Remains strong, remains a fantastic choice for all you control heads out there, for all you combo finisher heads out there. It's a fantastic deck, and you don't need me to tell you that because you're probably already playing it. This list from GriffithHS, I think they mentioned they did get Legend with this list. Not sure what rank or anything like that, but congratulations to them for hitting Legend. And this Mind Blast Priest has, I think it surprises me more by its omissions rather than its inclusions. Most notably, this is a Mind Blast Priest deck that is not playing a couple of the Dragon synergy cards, so we don't have any of the Fire Tree Witch Doctors in here. Which is a card that really helped in the early game, gave you a body that you could use to trade with, potentially discover a spell. We could be discovering more copies of Mind Blast, which is our win condition. We could be getting copies of individual removal spells. Just a very strong, flexible card. You usually aren't dying in the early game too much if you've cast a Fire Tree Witch Doctor. The other cards that is not included, we've seen a lot of these Mind Blast Priests move towards playing a 1 of, or even a 2 of Holy Fire in the list, often because when you do go for that combo kill, you sometimes don't have enough copies of Mind Blast, or sometimes 3 is not enough. And having a copy of Holy Fire in the deck, not only is it a semi-useful removal spell, you can use it to take something out, heal yourself back up, let you survive until you hit that Alexstrasza, but it is also itself a burn card. You can hit Holy Fire, Mind Blast for the 15, and that's 10 mana, which conveniently comes right after 9, which is when you played your Alexstrasza. So I thought Holy Fire was a fantastic addition to the archetype, but GriffithHS not choosing to include it, also not choosing to include like a the worm, the dragon worm, whatever it's called, scale worm. No scale worm in here. Instead, we've got a couple of got some tech cards in here. We've got both 1 Master Spell and 1 Silence, so we can hopefully find access. We have access to Silence when we need it, hopefully, between those 2 and 2 Shadow Visions. We've also got 2 Divine Hymns in here. Fantastic card with Wild Pyromancer. Also kind of just assures you that you have a bit of a better matchup against those decks with finite amounts of damage, because you can heal so hard, and if you have anything on board when you cast Divine Hymn, it's usually GG. Outside of that, a lot of typical kind of cards here. Twilight Drakes, Dustbreakers in the mid game, lots of board clear action with the Wild Pyro as well. Double Cabal Shadow Priest to go with our double Twilight Acolyte, so functioning kind of as a bit of single targeted removal, but also some control there. And just the 2 Psychic Screams here, no mass hysterias or anything like that. I think that makes total sense. So I think Mind Blast Priest is the deck that's least likely to be playing mass hysteria, usually because they are playing those Wild Pyromancers and Duskbreakers. Other than that, pretty typical game plan. If you are unfamiliar with Mind Blast Priest and you'd like to learn a little bit more about it, definitely check out any of the other videos that we've done on Mind Blast Priest or Control Priest from the Rastakhan's Rumble expansion. Just do talk a bit more in depth about the card choices there. And you can also see just how bad we are at playing it. We're certainly no Control Priest expert. It's actually a deck that I've been really trying my hardest to get a lot better at, for everyone on stream's enjoyment. Although maybe they enjoy watching me miss lethal more than they watch me winning. Who knows? But we're going to try and learn our way around this archetype. I'm really, I think that this is a fantastic deck. And it's definitely worth learning, at least so when you do face it on ladder, you do kind of understand the matchup a bit better. So without further ado, let's jump into some games. Let's try and get some learns and see how we go. Alright, here against another Priest. Do we keep Wild Pyro? That's the question. Maybe not against Priest. I don't know what we'd be trying to draw though, because we don't have a lot of early game in this deck. I'll keep the pyro. It's something to do. Yeah, we don't have like those Fire Tree Witch Doctors or like Blood Mage Thalmos or Loot Hoarder or something like that. So it's really just the North Shire and the Wild Pyro. Then once we get into our 3-drops and 4-drops, we have a lot more plays. Just kind of happy to beat down here. Just drop Power Word Shield. This could get very good. Alright, well, I'm going to head out. Have a great night, day, everyone. No worries, reasons. Thanks for stopping by. Good to have you. Thanks for the biddies, of course, before. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow or later in the week. Might come by to catch some Oblivion. We'll save the Twilight Acolyte, especially if this is some kind of control mirror. We certainly don't want to be using cards like that. Although it's possible that we should just be trying to get as aggressive as possible if this is like a cloning gallery priest or something.
What is Elun's will?
I don't know, you tell me.
Do you like to play with fire?
Power Shield. Do they have a silence as well? Coin Power Shield. Coin North Shire. I guess we just Duskbreaker it all away, right?
Right away.
There's no way we can like engineer a situation where we kill their North Shire
Right
and
away.
also like heal our own without them drawing cards. So pretty reasonable draw there.
Oh, a shadow.
Beware the shadow.
I'll take a 4/4.
I see a vision in the flames.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a shadow.
Guess this is a pretty reasonable master spell. Do we want to give a 2/4 or a 3/3? Probably the 3/3 against the opponent with all the Cabal Shadow Priests, right?
Run away!
Beware the shadow.
I see a vision in the flames.
Oh, this is getting a bit scary. The first Shadow Visions. The second Shadow Visions.
Oh, a shadow.
Beware the shadow.
This is a real weird matchup. Real weird matchup. I'm not sure if anything that's happening on board actually matters.
Is someone injured?
Beware the shadow.
Okay. Unfortunately, we've played both of our Twilight Acolytes.
Let me change your mind.
Oh, tasty. I think we might just do the same thing.
Let me change your mind.
Beware the shadow. Job done.
It's just Buds having fun with an Northshire cleric. Take it back. Take it back. I dare you. Take it back. Attack this into here and heal. Aggro. That was enough. That was enough for
Someone
them.
injured?
Maybe we just go Duskbreaker Twilight here? The cycle is broken, yes. They elected to not pass the Dutch on that one. Do we care about this Northshire cleric?
Medicine.
A little bit. A little bit. Straight up mind control. Damn. Yeah, alright. Alright, bud. Alright. Straight up mind control. If you're saying that the board feels like it doesn't matter, then your hand and getting through your deck must. Putting priority on cleric seems fine. Yeah. I don't like. It's not that I think that it doesn't matter. It's just that I don't know if it does matter or if it doesn't. Like maybe it's actually super important because the person who controls the board doesn't have to draw Alex. Maybe this is not even Mind Blast Priest. Maybe this is Spiteful Priest or something. Ooh. Haka.
I must consider.
Just incredibly close to killing our opponent.
Beware the shadow.
Punch face, Mind Blast win next turn. We're still slow on the Mind Blast, and they can just trade with everything. So we only have the 2 Mind Blasts. What we could have done, potentially, if we had enough time to think about it, is go Acolyte of Pain, Pyromancer, Mind Blast them a couple of times, and draw a couple of cards. And we can just do that now. See if we can kind of fish up another Mind Blast.
Do you like to play with fire?
Is someone injured?
It's pretty good. We got the Anduin as well.
Bring the pain. Job's done.
Unfortunately, this Shadow Visions doesn't find us anything of use, but it does give us another trigger with Anduin. I'm going for the W. Do they have it?
Meddlesome insects.
Glues. Can our opponent kill us from 20? 5. I guess that's the question. So we can heal, play Anduin, and then just next turn go for the like 14 damage. I think that might be the best thing. Our Shadow Visions can find Power Word, Shield, or Divine Him. So I think we'll just go for heal, Anduin.
The light has betrayed me.
Is heal Anduin better than Anduin shoot? I mean, I think we kill our opponent. Like, if our opponent has double Divine Him or something like that, then that's fair enough. But I think we just want to make sure that we can't possibly die this turn. Maybe there's no possible combination of cards our opponent could have.
Davey. Keep it waving. Morgan Davey, thank you.
My gosh, Streamlabs, what is happening? I'm gonna have to check this out. I have no idea why it is not working, but our opponent is dead. And that's what. So interesting kind of mirror match going on there. Not sure if our opponent was on Mind Blast or if they were on maybe some kind of lesser known priest deck, maybe something funky. But I mean, they did just have a Free From Amber in their deck, so who knows? But yeah, GG's, well played. Okay, up here against the Warrior. This is definitely going to be a bit of a test for us, because I'm really unsure about how what we're supposed to do against a Warrior, particularly Odd Warrior or Control Warrior. I know that. I mean, I generally feel that. It might be a good matchup for us, though. I've played the Quest Warrior versus Mind Blast Priest matchup, and I think Quest Warrior is maybe a little bit favored. It really depends if what their draw is like. If they can get that quest done really quick, then I think I would favor the Warrior. Like if they have Stonehill here, like Stonehill discovering like another Stonehill, or maybe a like a Chain Gang for the curve. Can actually check the matchups out over on HS Replays. See, Mind Blast Priest versus Warrior, Odd Quest. No, just Quest Warrior. So Quest Warrior we are favored. Odd Quest Warrior we are severely unfavored. Sure, we'll just get a Duskbreaker out here.
Meddlesome insects.
That face when no disrespect enemy heal. Look, maybe later.
Unity.
Okay. Yeah, this is looking real bad. Need another Duskbreaker off the top. Pretty tempted to just go for Master Spell here, just to cycle a card. Like, try and find some more options. I mean, there's an option. We'll save it for next turn though. Well, we could have coined a Cabal Shadow Priest, taken the Stegodon. Maybe that would have been better. Though I think I'm more... The way that it's kind of panned out, I think I'm happier to have the Pyro.
Speak to me.
That one. I'll save the silence. If our opponent wants to trade the Stegodon for anything, they can go for it. The two things he queued were a Direhorn Matriarch and a Direhorn Hatchling. Whoa. That's a big cube. A big juicy cube. I'd eat that. We've drawn both of our Mind Blasts as well.
Bring the pain.
Good reset. 10 out of 10. Using fighting game terms? Ugh, jeez. It doesn't matter because I silenced the first one and then hero powered for game. But what if you hit the cube?
Let me change your mind.
This is looking really rough. I guess our only chance is maybe over the next turn or two to kind of establish some board with this other Cabal Shadow Priest.
Let me change your mind. Nick! Oh, a shame.
Alright, see if they have the Brawl here. Even then, like, Brawl Hammer Hero Power is such a strong play. Okay, Reckless Flurry.
No.
Hero Power, Hammer Hero Power. Alright, it's on. Do we put the Pyromancer out there just to have a board? Or do we heal up? Just in case. In case we need the health. I don't know if we need the health. I think if we... I think if we're gonna die, we're gonna die.
I wonder.
Not sure how I feel about that one. Don't know if we should be going for a... to try and build up the board here. Especially the 2 toughness. We should have known that the Primordial Drake was coming. That's bad. It's real bad. And we just have to go for Alex and hope. We could have silenced, gotten the extra 3 damage in there, but I guess we're probably better off just holding the silence and hoping our opponent like doesn't kill this. We can silence, get 8 damage in there. They definitely can kill it though. Slam and shield slam. Execute. Okay. Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good, friends. They're on 25. I was gonna say we'd need our opponent to like play a Lich King here or something, and us to top deck a Shadow Reaper Anduin to stay in the game. But we'll play to our opponent.
Well played. You have best.
I can definitely see how it's a slightly favoured matchup for us. Then again, the statistics that I'm getting off that are of Mind Blast Priest decks that do have Fire Tree Witch Doctor, things like that. I think that might be kind of a key card as well, as it does allow you to kind of get some pressure in there, keep that armor total down. But yeah, that was a really close match. I enjoyed that one. It's good learns, good learns. GG's, well played all round.
Victory or death.
The light shall
Okay,
bring
up against the
victory.
big cat. The big cat. We'll keep these. Imagine most of these warriors are going to be quest warriors, odd quest warriors. We did look at some win rates before. Odd warrior is definitely one of our lowest percentage matchups. This is not odd warrior or quest warrior though.
Is someone injured?
Does feel like maybe this specific version of Mind Blast Priest was maybe teched a bit towards beating Odd Paladin or beating some kind of hunter deck.
Do you like to play with fire?
Right away.
Give me that card draw. Got another Divine Hymn here right for you. Right here for you. Militia Commander.
Is someone injured?
It's a pretty good draw. But is that the one random militia commander that often hangs around some of these control lists? Blood Razor. That's fine. We got our draws out. We've hit our Anduin. We've got a game plan. I guess that game plan does include just Not doing much over the next couple of turns, though.
For the War Chief!
Corcoran face. Should I be saving this acolyte for a boom boom? That's the question. I think we just got to get on board.
Oh, a shadow.
And if our opponent does have a huge 7-drop or a huge 8-drop coming up, then, and hopefully we can clear it with the Shadow Reaper.
Defend the gates.
Welcome back, Militia Commander.
Dusty.
I think we just Psychic Scream this. We could do some shenanigans with, like, silence this, Cabal Shadow Priest this, kill this, leave our opponent with a 2-4 and or whatever, but let's just try and take advantage of our, just having a big removal spell. We don't have to worry too much. Now if our opponent follows up with, like, haha, Lich King, we can get him with the Shadow Reaper.
Fast and furious!
Defend the gates.
This is definitely one of those situations that kind of outlines my thoughts on the Shaman Spirit. No, sorry, the Warrior Spirit. The one that gives your rush minions immune. That on a turn like this, it doesn't even matter. I think we'll just set up the... I kind of want to set up the Anduin. Yeah, let's...
Must consider.
Zach Valentine Rose, what is going on? We're just struggling through this turn right now. I'm gonna go for Anduin. I'm gonna go... We could go... We have a couple of options. We could just go Duskbreaker here to clear off a couple of these things. We could Psychic Scream to get them all away. Duskbreaker and Steel. Duskbreaker and Steel, actually, that would have been a good one too, but we are too far away. And this is a great play from our opponent. We do have the Psychic Scream to level things out. Now if our opponent has the Boom Booms, things are going to get complicated. But we do have a pretty good clock, and I think the main reason that I went for the Anduin that turn was because of the Divine Hymn. I think the Divine Hymn is going to help us stay pretty healthy, especially with this Rom.
Shadowy thoughts. The shadows grow shadowy thoughts.
Well, I guess we have to go for the divine hit then. I kind of goofed that one up. I think we did definitely goof that one. Not sure what we were trying to find with the shadow visions. But yeah, I don't think we could have possibly killed the Grom with the void form. Was there a way that we could have? Is there a way that we could have killed that Grom that turn? Yeah, we could have gone Hero Power, Duskbreaker, Hero Power, Silence, Hero Power. That was the only way I think that we could kill that Grom on board. I guess we definitely should have gone for that. Does use up a lot of resources, but I guess it's like 3 Hero Powers, so yeah, definitely should have gone for the gone for that line. I guess it's just yeah, there's a lot going on, and certainly like if you ever have a moment like this where you're just like you tank, and then you miss like an obvious line or what you think is an obvious line, don't beat yourself up too hard about it. I mean, it's good to just dust yourself off, learn for the future, learn to where you need to think your lines will come from. You know, for us, we needed to think about more, you know, what did we have in our deck when we shadow visioned? Yeah. We only had 9. Didn't we have 10 mana on that last turn? Or did we only have 9 mana? Is that why we couldn't do it? I thought we had 10. Yeah, we had 10, right? Because we Anduined on 8, Psychic Screamed on 9. So that was turn 10. Yeah, I think so. We could have done it. Anyway, regardless, I think the main thing here is just don't beat yourself up too much when you miss things like that. No one's perfect. Even pros make mistakes. So we'll take a look at this Mind Blast Priest list. Ultimately, I had a lot of fun with it, though I still have some kind of concerns with. I think especially for myself, cards like Fire Tree Witch Doctor are very helpful because you can find answers to more immediate problems. You know, if you Fire Tree Witch Doctor, you're up against an aggressive deck, you can try and find a Mass Hysteria, another Psychic Scream, and things like that. Whereas this version of the deck, I think, requires a lot more of an understanding of the game plan of Mind Blast Priest, the game plan of, you know, how you're going to survive the early game, set yourself up in the mid game, and then control and take the game in the late game. I think this is a deck that certainly requires a bit more of that. I really liked the Divine Hymn. I liked getting those Wild Pyromancer, Northshire Cleric, Acolyte of Pain shenanigans off. I think that was good. Didn't see too much use for the Gluttonous Ooze, so I think that might be, if I was to bring this back on ladder, I'd probably consider cutting the Gluttonous Ooze. And in general, this deck does feel a bit more teched towards those kind of early aggressive matchups where we have, you know, more board clears. We have strong cards like Divine Hymn for that healing to, you know, push the game out of the range of those decks that are really just trying to get 30 damage done as quick as possible. Regardless, big shout out to GriffithHS, not only for the deck, but also for their legend performance. If you are watching on YouTube, of course, all the links are down in the description, including a link over to the Hearthstone deck article. Jump over there, give it a +1, leave a lovely, thoughtful comment, like I know you will. My links are down there as well, including a link over to Twitch, where we're streaming right now. Come watch me miss lethal and miss killing Grom Hellscreams live. And you can also find me on Twitter at Tommy_Wave. Those are the best places to catch me. Until next time, stay safe, stay wavy, eat the rich, and I don't know, blow your opponent's head off. Bye. I hope you enjoyed that video. Check out other ones over here, or come subscribe to the Wave Pool for more excellent times.